Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/Entitled Parents. In today's episode, entitled Dad breaks my leg because I continuously blocked his son from scoring. Entitled Mother ignores boundaries, encourages child to open pet carrier in public. My daughter always gets a gift. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Entitled Dad breaks my leg because I continuously blocked his son from scoring. We had a volleyball tournament. For reference, I'm a middle blocker, 6 feet 5 inches and a vert of 70 centimeters. Game starts and everything goes good. Eventually entitled Dad's kid gets subbed in because his team wasn't scoring, and apparently he's a star player. I blocked every hit he went for and his dad started to get visibly angry, starting to shout at me and stuff as well. After the game ended, we won and I blocked nearly every shot from this guy. The entitled dad came to me asking what my problem is and stuff. I said, "Sorry man, it's my job." He started laughing and stomped on my shin. It's broken and I'm currently in hospital writing this story, and the dad should hopefully end up in jail. Also planning on suing for permanent damages. Doctor says I may not be able to play volleyball ever again, and I got a college offer. Definitely press charges. Which country is this in, by the way? Also, wow, when I read the title I thought this was hockey or rugby or some other form of contact sport, but volleyball? That makes the dad doubly insane. I just feel sad for his kid. Hope he doesn't turn out the same. And I hope fervently that you regain full control and strength in your leg as soon as possible. Australia, I got accepted to a US college because I play really well, so depressing. I believe it's Australia, based off OP's history. But yeah, press charges absolutely. I'd figure out the cost of a 4-year degree and make him pay that full ride scholarship. I hope I can get that. Sounds like grievous bodily harm. If in Queensland, maximum penalty is 14 years or life in prison, depending on if it is proven to be an intentional act. Police will be keen to hear from you. You can get a tax-free recognition payment from the government. Basically a grant because you were a victim. If you win in court, you must repay this. They can also pay for physio and counseling. Best of luck. I'm not a lawyer. I've been through this myself. In New South Wales. Hope the outcome can be the same. You need to post this in one of the legal advice forums. You should definitely sue and press charges. I think you should press charges and sue the bastard. Hopefully you'll get better soon. Entitled Mother ignores boundaries, encourages child to open pet carrier in public. This happened just now. One of my pet rats suddenly became very ill. I rushed to the vets on public transport with another rat in the carrier to keep him company. The ill rat was admitted to hospital overnight and the outlook is not good. It's likely he will need to be euthanized. I was very upset when I got back on the train, and as I got on, a mother/daughter, 5-ish, gasped in delight at seeing a pet in a carrier. I started ugly crying when I sat down and clutched the carrier. The mother and daughter sat next to me and the mother joyfully encouraged her daughter to ask me what pet I had. I started crying harder and said, "I'm sorry, I'm not in the mood to chat, I will need to have an animal euthanized. You can have a look at my rat if you want." I turned away, put the carrier on the seat next to me and cried more. A few seconds later, the woman is encouraging her child to open the carrier to play with my rat. Okay, he's a big softy, but the train was stressing him out. I pulled the carrier away and said, "Please don't do that." The woman pulls her daughter back and says loudly and passive-aggressively, "Wasn't that lady rude?" The child starts laughing at me. I'm listening to sad music, nose running, openly sobbing, while this woman and her kid insult me. Screw you. You are doing an excellent job of showing your child to be a rude. Now STFU and leave me alone. I'm so very sorry about your darling rat. Purple heart. I want to feel bad for the rat, I really do, but I just can't muster that in me. But I feel bad for her loss. I had a pet tarantula when I was like 21-ish. Her name was Amelie, and she was adorable. She liked her hamster ball, she'd scuttle around the apartment in it, and occasionally I'd go on walks with her in her hamster ball and just pick up crickets and such for her. Well, on one such excursion I decided I wanted lunch at In-N-Out, fast food joints. A little girl, maybe 5 years old, sees the bright pink hamster ball and asks what kind of pet I have. I tell her it's a scary one and she doesn't want to see it. Her mom interjected and said something passive-aggressive about the youth being rude. I flat out told them, "Mom, trust me, your daughter doesn't want to see my girl." The mom said just let her. I shrugged and let the kids see my girl. Kids started screaming and crying and wouldn't shut up, and the parents ended up leaving because their kid was just so unruly with her fear. They sound like the kind of idiots who would grab onto a strange dog then wonder why they got bit. That's when it's time to shame, and hard. I just lost a family member, get away from me. Why are you trying to hurt me and my friend? It's the only way to respond to these ass clowns that doesn't involve a punch in the mouth. My daughter always gets a gift. Some background: I work in a bookstore. Sometimes when it gets really busy we have to tend to the cash register. Right now school is starting and a lot of parents come into our store buy books for their kids. We also have a thing where we give balloons to very small children, imagine toddlers to kindergarten age, if they are well behaved. Yesterday a father came in with his daughter who was about 9 or 10. While I rung him up for the school books and give him his change, he was like, "Father, give my daughter a gift. My daughter always gets a gift." Since the girl was well behaved I gave her one. "Father, no, a different color." Me, "Sorry, that's the only color we have." After this exchange he asked me for a canvas bag, which is about $1. I told him that, to which he replied, "Father, you can give this as a gift to my daughter." Me, "Sorry sir, the bag is only free if you buy for $50 or more." Father, anywhere else I would not have to pay for that. Because my daughter always gets a gift. I asked him to pay for the canvas bag, which he did. He left the store in a huff after that. Yeah, because he totally wanted that bookstore canvas bag for his little girl as a gift. Even like the tone he used made it sound like it was a sacrifice to a goddess or something. Your post reminded me of an international flight I was waiting to board. The gate attendant called for the typical "those needing boarding assistance or traveling with children" call. This guy with 6 kids ranging from 18 to 11 gets up wanting to pre-board. The gate attendant's expression was hilarious. She just looked at this big herd of teenagers and preteens and shook her head. He tried to argue, but got denied. It was awesome. I chuckled to myself as I boarded before them. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.